What's up, Daily Fab Gamers? Thank you so much for watching my stream. Before you jump into this red-hot action, let's review the rules. Don't be a dick. This should go without saying, but better safe than sorry. Chat with me. You know that I can talk at my computer for hours, but it's more fun when my computer talks back. And let's have a good time. I'm here to get sweaty, but that doesn't mean we can't have fun while I do it. Use the chat command deck for a link to the deck I'm playing here. It's also in the video description. Some of these decks are sick, and you might want to play them in real life. In that case, let me refer you to Hemel from the Bazaar. It's never been more affordable to play in the flesh and blood. Players have been buying the cards they need from Hemel for years. I started buying from him in 2023 and have never found a better deal. The Bazaar's prices are lowest for singles and full sets, including new releases. Compendium of Rathe singles are available now and ship both domestically and internationally. Use the command Hemel for contact info, then message Hemel to see what he can do for you. Using the data command will produce a link to Fablazing.com, the best source for deck list, matchup, and tournament data. Do you have too much money? Give some of it to me. Custom channel tokens, as used by 2025 US National Champion and World's Philadelphia Top 8 competitor Majin Bay, are available on my Ko-Fi. And you can spam the coolest emojis in chat by becoming a member of the channel. Now sit back and get cozy because the stream begins now. Okay. Dang, refresh. Okay, cool. Chat fixed itself. Hey, what's up, everyone? Hi, it's me. It's Lupine Fiasco. I have to fix all of my alt tabbing now because I have too many windows open. Great. It is Fun Police Day. That's right. Okay, cool. Hi, hello. I am Lupine Fiasco. This is crooked. Now it's a quality stream. Yeah, what's up, everyone? It's me, Lupine Fiasco, here to play Jarl for you, as you can see in the video title, and as I will repeat to you, I am prepping for US Nationals. I don't know for a fact that I'm playing Jarl, because Aurora will be legal in the format, and she's super fun. But I am prepping Jarl, and so we're taking it a little more seriously. I am going to be keeping notes after the end of each game. Just generally, try-harding a little bit more. And if you want to be a part of that, then we can definitely make that happen for you. I will be selling YouTube memberships. You can... I just can't really interact with this chunk, can I? You can... So I guess I'm doing this. Set up a really terrible pitch stack, but get to IP this ripple away for when Gravy does something. So you can buy a YouTube membership. We have new tiers. We have the $3 tier, which gets you emojis in chat. And we have the $5 tier, which gets you the matchup guide for this Jarl list, the deck in the video description, or the chat command gets you the free version with no matchups, but you can pay for the one with matchups. There's a matchup for every hero, except for Guardian, which is just Guardian. But yeah, we'll be iterating on the deck, keeping notes. Basically what I would do with a Codex journal IRL, I'm now doing in a Google Doc. You get access to that Google Doc at the $5 tier. I am planning to eventually make a $15 tier where you will get VODs of all of my team testing. Very excited about all of these things. And I hope you are too. So Gravy Bones, We have... Jesus, this gravy is fat stacking. Our plan here is to fatigue the gravy, which they are clearly aware of in that they brought 72 cards into this matchup. We are intending to crumble the compass and then frozen to death or mangle it, but probably frozen to death because mangle takes a little doing. Will we ever see a return of the Aurora I'm Shocked intro? I need to find it in my Discord chats, but I am going to put the Aurora intro and music back. You're just gonna rip a whaler, huh? I hope you play it. Got Conqueror coming in for 7. There is no go again here, so we just get to do a nice little... You can definitely root bound it. I take 4. I get to Footsteps the Chum and then Arsenal and E-Strike. Alternatively, I block 6. I think I'm taking 4 here. Like, unless I wanted to block with the E-Strike, which I don't. Yeah, we're getting I'm Shocked back in. Sadly, I do not get to decompose this root bound. It is just 3, but that's fine. We take 4. We don't lose our Arsenal. Gravy doesn't make a gold. I get to kill the Chum. I get to Arsenal go again. That's 1 Conqueror down. Alright. Rose has been doing a ton of posting and I've been distracted, but Rose, I would never ignore you and not intend to come back, so... What's going on? You're making gravy content, which is great. Happy to hear it. Working on gravy content. Why are you, like, stuttering? Working on gravy bones content for when you played against a Jarl. You are getting the foil, and it's your funeral. We found Imposing Visage and a blue, so I get to tutor Crumble to destroy this compass. I wish I had that ripple away, because I would get to destroy this hook for free. I could not care about this tipple, though I feel like I'm supposed to. I could just discard Shelter, which feels fine. Fabstacking wrong in TRL. I agree. You did just see Sink Below. It's another gravy bringing defense reactions into the Jarl matchup. How did I write out scripts for gameplay reviews? Oh, I never did. I did not write scripts for the gameplay reviews. The gameplay reviews were all just off the dome. Hey, I'm getting value from my my Shelter from the Storm. So you're just what? Casting Scuba and then sending it, and I get to even cover up the block because I'm good at this game. I guess I really don't get to cover up this block, do I? I have to take 3 here so that I can Visage the Compass and then bop the Scuba. Alright, so we're taking 3 here. Yeah, I didn't write scripts for the gameplay reviews. I just watched the game and then commented on it. Alright, Imposing Visage, pay 3, pitch fruits. We get to find a crumble and crumble this compass. Compass. And then we bop the Scuba and hope you don't have Fearless Confrontation. But like, if they do, that's fine. They're just down a card. I'd also do Off the Dome because that's how I normally do things. I was trying to do scripts so you could keep your thoughts together. It's reasonable. I also think it kind of depends on like how you want to do it, but I think they're okay. We're hard casting a whaler and then you're not attacking with it because you're short a resource. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Killing this is going to be a little difficult. I'm either going to... I'm just like going to E-strike it, right? So we just do... block. I have 3 Earth in the graveyard currently. Do block, I'm going to E-strike 7. The safe way to do it would be to keep this blue and just E-strike 5 Titan's Fist. Which maybe I need to, but like, this is first cycle. Surely the Gravy's going to have a hard time putting... I guess they won't have a hard time putting 6 together if they discard a Fearless. I think we block 9 and then just send the 7. I can get down with that. Oh, right. That makes sense, Teklo. Reasonable take. Kind of wanted to keep the go again. But, I mean, we're chilling. We're still at 33. Gravy has no allies in the bin. Gets a Mangle, so if the Gravy's turn is like nothing, I get to Tunic Mangle. Who's excited for Aurora to hate Gravy out of the format? I don't know if Cuddy Shark. I don't know if Aurora can hate Gravy out of the format. I mean, Gravy, as much as Aurora gets to do like Arc Lightning, Ping Rigger, like, I don't know. Gravy has a lot of damage going on. You're going to double ally. Here's where I feel like I get punished for not having the E-strike anymore. Because I don't get to just clear both allies, which I would have been able to do with an E-strike in the arsenal. So this is where I think we differ a bit in our play styles, Marco. Like, I would be happy to be at 30 here, block the rigor, and then get to go E-strike, hammer. We're done with this now. If I'm freeing up space in the arsenal for Frozen to Death, then I'm supposed to just block 9 here. Alternatively, we keep CNC. I think blocking 9 here is fine, though. It's a shame that it's all of my reds, but, like, that's not the plan. Kill Rigger. We're just waiting. Not sure about Aurora playing 0 for 4 go again this time around. There's been one Runeblade card revealed with 0 cost so far. It costs 1 to use it for a flow. I'm also pretty skeptical about the ability for us to just do like 0 for 4 go again .deck. Preferring Scar for a Scar on the board for allies. I could see it. I want to send this Frozen to Death, and or this Oakenold, and I'm just not going to, unfortunately. Beneath the Surface. I mean, this is also why we are never going to attack this Gravy, because we don't want them to filter at all. You play the Avasti, but you're also not attacking me with anything, which is interesting. Like, it's, you used the Cuddy Shark? Oh, I guess Cuddy gets to attack next. Okay. So we block with Everbloom. No, we don't block with Everbloom. We block with Oakenold, Tunic, Oasis. Yeah, I don't know, Rose. This Gravy's on some crazy stuff. Cuddy Shark gets blocked with Crumble. I want to keep the Everbloom in the deck. We get to bop Sawbones with a mini hammer. And if they have Fearless, then they keep the Sawbones alive, but they also have to tap the Sawbones to do it. Hey, we have a Midas Touch. We'll just stick that in the arsenal. Surely we're going to find a frozen to death soon. It's turn 7. Okay. Rose, there's your next whaler. Thankfully, we have a Midas touch. I'm going to give Gravy a shit ton of gold when I destroy the Midas touch this whaler, but I mean, I guess I could also Oaken Old it. Coming in for 4, so we block 3. I'm just going to... Oh, I can clear the board. Pitch the Oaken for the Midas touch. Pitch the Ice Lock for the hammer. Clear the board. Have I tried Pilfer? I've been thinking about it, Rob. I guess I just have to give Gravy a shit ton of gold, which I'm, like, not thrilled about, but... The other line is Oaken Old this whaler and Arsenal the Midas, and it kind of puts us in the same position of if they have Fearless, then we just get got. I've been thinking that, Rob. Like, you lose the upside of being able to react to an ally on the board, but you get, you're a little late, but you get the benefit of, like, being proactive and also not giving them a shit ton of gold. Can Midas the Shark and Oaken the Whaler? Yeah, Tunic's at 2. We also just haven't seen a Fearless confrontation from our opponent yet, so I'm a little concerned about it. We will be, hopefully, sinking this Remembrance, finding an Ice card, and being able to Frozen the Compass after Gravy uses all of their gold. Okay. We're digging. Surely there's going to be something here worth playing. This card has been in the arsenal forever, so it's a defense reaction, which means that we get no value out of blocking with Stalagmite. Gravy has no allies in the yard, so I'm just going to sink. Like, I don't need to put armor in front of this boat. Ice. Unlucky. We are not going to let Gravy get this D-React out of the arsenal, so we are just going to Gauntlet to Ripple away. We're going to gain 2 life, and then we're going to move to end. I'm a Pilfer Truther, but I think any kind of tech is fake into Gravy. I don't think we need the help. I like Midas for Prism, though. I think that's where Midas is at its best, for sure. Hey, it's a rabble. We can start to block with Quick Dodge here. I don't think I need to Stalagmite yet, but I can just start pitching to Frozen to Quick Dodge, which we're definitely getting 2 out of, if not 3. Pilfer is a million times better than Midas. It stops the Whaler from hitting the table in the late game. So my only thing with Pilfer is that it stops the Whaler in the late game from hitting the table, but it doesn't deal with the Whaler that already hit the table. So you kind of need the rest of your hand to line up with it, which is fine. You can do it. It's just like, it has to line up a little bit better than Midas, which can just be completely reactive. Like, you just Arsenal the Midas and wait. We have so much Earth in our graveyard. We're chilling. So we're going to keep the Footsteps for a late game, just answer to more Chum, or a 3rd Whaler if our opponent has it. Never letting your Whaler chill in the graveyard. We get to play Frozen to Death. The next question is, am I going to Arsenal this Frozen to Death? Okay, great. Hey, it's a sync below. Like, what was the plan here? Surely you know that's what I'm doing. Assuming they didn't have Fearless, yeah, that was a good call. Am I supposed... It's so interesting that I'm supposed to see the budget hat and think they don't have Fearless. We've got Gallo in here. We've got Beneath the Surface. This was a real deck. All right, as I said, you know, we're taking notes now, so I get to say we played against a Gravy. We won. Game plan was Hard Fatigue, Frozen to Death Compass. We got to go first. Game length was 9 turns. Winner's life total, we were at 30. Reflections on the game. Let's do medium crumble. Late Frozen to Death. Opponent ran out Whaler's way too early. Conclusions. Midas potentially worth swapping for Pilfer. Depends on level of Prism disrespect. That was a real game, and we really played it. My YouTube chat did not break. Okay. Homepage. Most Gravies can't play without Compass. Yeah, that seems to be the case, which is why Frozen to Death is so good. Slippy, because he couldn't navigate this game without his Compass. I mean, it makes sense. There's no allies in the yard. Like, the Gravy was in a very bad position. Too many cards in deck. Too many of the allies were clunkers. Decide Jarl to US Nats then. I mean, we're going to see. Like, if I can figure out Aurora, then I'd be thrilled to bring Aurora to US Nationals. All right, how much respect do I want to give a reaction from hand? I think I'm happy to respect the reaction and block 6 here. I can absolutely get blown out by, like, Meat Madness into 3 go again, 4 or something, making this block, but I think it's better to disrespect. Horrors of the Past is not a card that I want to play in Slippy, but I'm happy to do it. We're going to get hit by the Clave. At this point, I'm thinking this is fine to get hit by. I lose another point of life, but then I get to fruits. I'm not marked anymore. And the Slippy, depending on what they hit, might just accelerate my Decompose, which is sick. So at both times that I didn't block the 1, it was because I knew I was going to get more value out of just discarding fruits. We on Summit yet? We will never be on Summit. This is an interesting choice. So we just send Footsteps for 8, or I like discard fruits, Fist for 4, IP Ripple away. And we're just sending 8. We have 3 Earth in the Grave. We have 1 Earth in Banish. Our next Felling is online. My Tunic is down, so the Oasis is going to be a little harder to play, but that's fine. Worst case, we just like Oasis, quick dodge, quick dodge. Can block 3 on the Infiltrate. I could also sink below. We are going to sink the Infiltrate so that I can keep a blue in case I need to Oasis Respite, quick dodge. We've got Mark coming in for 3. If I block with Stalagmite, then Slippy needs to pay for the flick. The fact that Tunic is not up means that I can't. Like, I have to be a little greedy with this block. I either have to be greedy or super conservative. I can't just put a card in front of this. I think we're fine to give the Stalagmite and just see what Slippy does. I can also just, like, get hit by the Black Widow and banish this Everbloom. Stains puts this to 6 with something behind it. We are going to Oasis this. Cover it up. This plays around Leave No Witnesses, which is my intention. How much Earth is in the yard? We should have 3. 3 Earth in the yard is going to get me online with Felling. The next Decompose will have a little trouble. So I played the Oasis there to play around Leave No Witnesses. I knew there was, I mean, if it was Codex, we're in a little trouble. But I was more afraid of Leave No Witnesses from hand. Sick. I get to root bound this Infiltrate and then not Decompose because I can't. I also don't need to. And depending on what the follow-up is, if there is any, we are just on E-Strike for 7. Arsenal Rootbound, which I can Decompose now. My US Nats is either Jarl or Aurora. I can't prep Aurora yet because we're still waiting on spoilers. So at this point, it's just, let's full steam ahead on Jarl, which I do have testing I can do. Like, it's a little hard to test into the Lightning Heroes. We got the, yes, we did get the 4th Earth from the turn 0 Leave No Witnesses. They hit an Autumn's Touch off the top. So it was the fact that I was only taking 1, the fruits would get me back up to 40 is why I didn't block. I also expected them to, or I was hoping they would hit an Earth. Yeah, that was one of my lessons playing Slippy into Verdance is like, sometimes banishing is bad. This is a hand of cards. Meat Madness for 3 says that I am just going to use Shelter. And if our opponent has, like, something else, I can Tunic Quick Dodge. Time to buy the Marvel. Vin is on my short list for Nat. You want to talk about cards that absolutely suck. Heroes that absolutely suck to play against when you're Slippy is Vincent. Ooh, this is like old Slippy. That's fine. We'll dereact this. I'll just kind of take 7, play around the Codex. Although, I mean, this card has been in the arsenal for a minute. We'll root bound here. We'll cover the 8, because if I get Codexed, that's totally fine. I get to just, like, if I get Codexed, I just have a Leave No Witnesses. Marvel Jarl in EU is about 600 euros at the moment. Jesus. Have a CNC. I would love Marvel Jarl, but I am not going to pay 900 for it. My money is committed to Marvel Aurora. Mark the Funnel Web. Ooh, I do not like some of these choices. Rose, if you want to play a hero that's really bad into Vincent, play Slippy. Because all of your banish is, like, actively detrimental. Okay. Sure. have a Ice Lock Glaze, I guess. I'll take 2 here. I mean, you could stain, you could vest CNC. My line is a pretty easy 9. Just win Nats, you're so right. I would have money if I won Nats. If I won Nats, I could absolutely treat myself to a Marvel Jarl. This hero is so much fun to play. And like, it's really interesting having Teklo Foundry, having Marco in the chat, because then Marco just gives me like what he's thinking about my lines. There's so many ways to build and play Jarl. It's awesome. It's great. This hero is so fun. I should have opened more MPG. I spent a bunch of prize tickets in, I think it was Philly, on like not MPG. And then I bought a box of Super Slam or something stupid. And then have a stalagmite. One of my teammates spent his prize tickets on MPG and opened a Marvel Grandeur. And I was like, I'm dumb. I don't super care if this prognosis hits me. Like, I have things to do no matter what Slippy hits off the top. I don't play yellows in this matchup because I'm not on plow. So, like, I'm losing something. Never mind, I'm getting... No! Don't crumble my... thing. This is kind of an interesting choice of which blue I'm blocking with. I guess it's Terra Sunder, right? No, this is going to my pitch stack. Block with... Could block with Oakenol. Play CNC, Arsenal, Channel Lake. That's probably better. Like, trying to Oakenol here just seems greedy. I'm wildly far ahead in this game. Have a CNC. I've missed chat. Oh, that's right. You got the Jarl out of a Smash Palace. That's so insane. What card would I want for Jarl in, like, an expansion slot? So it'd be cool if, like... I think if they had Titan's Fist, but instead of having the condition where you pitch a cost 3 and it gets +1, it just always had +1, so you're pitching 3 for 4. But then the condition is if you pitch an ice card, they get a frostbite on hit. I think that would be a really cool like upgrade to Titan's Fist. It'd be a little more flavorful. So I'd like to see that. And they could call it like, I don't know, like icy grip, something like that. Icy Scream maybe would be, I just think it would be a really cool card. So we're getting flicked. Sick. I'm taking 6. I'm just gonna sink this. I shouldn't have synced this. I should have put Terra Sunder in front of this and then saved sync for whatever this is. We're gonna get flicked and I'm gonna be sad about it. You think keep Tear? I don't think I'm trying to keep Tear here. I think keeping Tear is like way too greedy. So I get to play CLF, Tunic CNC, which is going to be very bad for Slippy. Like, the Slippy just has armor. Oh, wait. What am I doing? CNC. I do want Winter's Whale. Oh, okay, that's what we can call it. That's a good name for it. Kind of a list am I running? Let's give you a deck command. This is not as aggressive as I think we could be. This is more of a defensive list. It's a little more fatiguey. I'm running a lot of the same cards as like the tempo mid-range Jarl list. I'm not playing Plow. I'm only on 2 pummels instead of 3, and I'm not playing pummels in every matchup. I'm basically just saving them for Guardian defensive decks. You get Winter's Will back once they lose an equip, and you pitch a dual element card. So, like, unironically, I do think a decent card, a decent weapon would be, like, Titan's Fist plus Gauntlets, and you just have, like, it's Titan's Fist text, you pitch 3. If there's an Earth card in your pitch zone, it gets +1. If there's an Ice card in your pitch zone, it gets on-hit Frostbite. Like, I think that would be reasonable. I can keep this Channel Lake, but, like, why? When I can just play this Channel Lake. Alternatively, I Gauntlet Autumn's Touch and keep this CLF. I'm just not super committed to keeping the one out. I'm, like, not trying to set up a pitch stack. As far as, like, late game Channel Lake Frigid, I'll just chain them together, Arsenal the Sink below. Anyone can pull up that command, yeah. Even pitching just an Eyes That Hammer would be so nice, forcing a card. Yeah, if it was just like Winter's Will, but 3 on hit Frostbite. You just force them to give you cards, which is cool. I don't get to keep this CLF. So, let's just go ahead and play this. Put an E-Strike back in the deck. Gauntlets away a Crumble, send Titan's Fist, just a little baby. You like Summit Retrain? Guardian with great weapons can be a problem, yeah. Summit would be more playable, would be cool. It's just a shame that you need 2 blues for it. Hey, Slippy's gonna do a thing. Let's separate our... Okay. I'd love to see that. So you have Codexed. You are now playing the Kiss. So you're down a card. I'm just going to Blizzard it. Have a Frostbite. Please tell me if you'd like to pitch more. And then we get to just, like, sink this Oasis and try to find something more interesting. You get a hammer and a 5 cost, you can pummel off Tunic. Damn, you are cooking. Legendary Aura giving Ice Stacks +1 when the opponent has an exposed zone. Would it just stay out, or is there a condition to keep it? Is it like Leyline, where you have to actively, like, if you haven't pitched an ice card, something happens? Or is it like, is it just a macro now? So you pitched a Codex, you played a Codex. I guess you could have another Codex. I'm gonna sink the Oasis. Crumble, Rootbound, Imposing. I'm gonna take 1 here. Or I'm going to take 2 here. I guess I don't have to. It's kind of like, what else am I doing with my cards? I guess I will Arsenal something. Like, I can Arsenal Imposing, and if I get space, then I can find Channel Lake Frigid. Oh, I'm frail. That's right. Oh, like the Verdant spec? That would make sense. Legendary equipment that allows you to crumble frozen to death with Go Again would work wonders for Jarl's tempo. That's, I mean, Gauntlets is just sick. Like, Gauntlets is deceptively good. If you have not played Jarl, it doesn't make sense why Gauntlets is so good, but being able to, like, filter your deck is just so useful. You played 2 Take Up the Mantles. I don't think I need to shelter here. I think I'm actually blocking with Overcrowded so that I can get it into my graveyard. Sure. Prevent the extra one. I'm gonna have to bottom the shelter anyway, and I'm not playing for second cycle. Like, I'm not worried about maintaining deck density. So I will just get my immediate point of value as opposed to losing another point and putting the shelter back in my deck. Lobotomy. This card is awesome. I don't care about this. That's fine. I'm just going to fuse an Oakenold, discard a fruit, arsenal a Channel Lake. I don't need hero text for this turn. This is sick. We haven't seen any D-reacts from the Slippy, so I think it's pretty unlikely that they can cover this. Gain my 2. Sad. Hope we get Adult. I would love Adult Terra. Adult Terra is the dream. This is my last Oakenold. I think I'm fine to just send it, honestly. I'll IP the shelter. I just need to... I want to start getting cards from the Slippy. Like, 7 here, I think is fine to send. Do you have D-React? Oh, no, you're just dead. Okay, you just don't want to play the game anymore. Alright. Alright, let's do the thing. Slippy. Win. Game plan. Tempo. We went second. Game length was 13 turns. Winner's life total was 20. Reflections on the game. Honestly, weak Slippy build. Like, I hate to denigrate my opponents, but I did not like their deck. I think it was running just too much junk. Like, Redline Slippy is just the way to play this hero at the moment, in my opinion. They also really don't need to fat stack me. Like, fat stacking Jarl is bad. Just play your game, pitch your reds to play your reds. I learn anything? Chain CLFs to keep tempo. Didn't play for second cycle. Plan seemed fine. Slippy's value just wasn't there, and the off turns were brutal. Yeah, our opponent kind of just didn't do anything and then died. And, like, that's fine for me. I guess just as someone who has played a lot of Slippy, and especially this matchup, like, be aggressive. You can't let me make you a guardian. You have to be an assassin. Adult Terra would be sick. I would love to play Adult Terra. Am I excited for Moon and Storm Striders to come back next month on new Acilio? I mean, I guess I'm excited to see what the newest iteration of Wizard is, if it's going to be as not fun as the old iterations of Wizard. What am I using to take notes? This is just a Google Doc. If you subscribe as a channel member for $5 a month, you get access to my notes that I'm taking, my reflections on every game that I play, plus win-loss, first or second, life totals, etc. What I would do with Codex Journal, but in real life, but playing digitally. And then I get to look back on all of these as I'm changing out cards for Nationals or making different choices or deciding if my gameplay is wrong, my game plan is wrong. Okay, Marlynn, I'm expecting to be a real game. This is a difficult matchup. This is a matchup where I really regret that I'm not playing Shield Beater, because I would love to have a shield in this matchup. Probably one of the only ones where I think about that. I'm like, I do wish I Generally, I don't like Shield Beater, but I do wish I had it here. When are or aren't we running Mangle? I am not running Mangle into matchups where I don't care about the effect. I want to have the effect be relevant. So like, or it just needs to be a popper or a big dumb attack. So I'm playing it in Guardian. I'm playing it against Prism. I'm playing it against Gravy because it kills Whaler. I'm playing it against Acilio and Marionette because they have equipment that I actively want to destroy. I am not playing it, like I wouldn't play it against Syndra. I wouldn't play it against big aggressive things. Oh my god, you're just giving me tempo. Tempo for me in this economy? I am gonna Arsenal this Felling. I'm just like not thrilled about it because I have no cards in my grip very far. Oh, this is New Horizon. I like didn't pay attention to what you're doing. Adult Terror is your dream. Since you released in the first strike decks, bought 3 of the calling backs to get 3 Marvel Elemental Strikes and the D-Reacts. I do think Marlynn can be a hard matchup for Jarl. It's really like, how well do your D-Reacts line up? Hamstring Shot is 5. It's going to make my next attack cost an additional resource to play. So I am just blocking 7, blocking 7, Sledge for 6, pitch E-Strike, Crumble. I guess I actually block 6, bottom the sink. I want the E-Strike in my deck, but I also want actions in the graveyard. I guess it's fine. We're definitely blocking with Rootbound. I can keep a sink below. It's fine. And I get to, like, Everbloom the E-Strike back into deck. This is fine. It's okay. We're chilling. So Marlynn can be easy. It depends on how your D-Reacts line up. I'm playing 2 Staunches in this matchup, which I feel is good. It just really depends on, like, what the Marlynn is doing. They aren't on Hook. So this could be a Marlynn list. I mean, New Horizons is definitely cheap right now. But the fact that they're on Half Glove instead of Hook, I'm like, I feel like I'm chilling. I also recognize this is not a Marlynn list I'm familiar with. So we'll see. You turn down your Tar Pit Trap. Making the gold make sense. Though I am thrilled that she didn't, like, turn my Rootbound face down. Wouldn't it be great for Marlynn to pop Hook, but they're not even running Hook? Yeah. This one is going to be interesting. Someone said something and I really wanted to... Well, I guess it's gone. Heard rumblings about New Horizons Marlynn. Don't know how it works or why you would play it over Crown. I mean, it's a different build, right? Like, that's... I think that is why I'm having trouble evaluating it. I just don't know what this build does. King Shark for 10? I can't easily cover this. This does have overpower. I am going to get hit by it. And I am going to lose a card. So I need to... I guess I need to give Tunic here. Not Tunic. Quick Dodge here. Is the only way I cover this. Because I kind of just don't get a turn. If this hits me, like I block with E-Strike, I pitch for Pulse. And then I'm just, like, I lose the other blue and I'm sad. Unless I wanted to get hit for 7. But that seems actively bad. I think we have to use quick dodge here. So if we are using quick dodge here, we can just keep the E-strike. I'm gonna like, oh no, I have to block with the E-strike. We block with the E-strike. We pitch the glacial for pulse quick dodge and then tunic sledge. That's a great point, Ludiful. I forgot that Pulse has text. Okay, our opponent was very nice, so we'll give them a thanks. Yeah, I forgot that Pulse has text. I mean, we're kind of... Yeah, no, that's a good point, actually, now that I'm really thinking about what do we do with the E-strike? No, we do need to make this block. Yeah, that... You make a good point in that, yes, we could block the 10 without having to give quick dodge, but then we just don't do anything with our E-strike, and we're sad. I don't want to IP the card. Like, it's not a bad line. It's definitely worth thinking about, but I think it is less good than just doing this. Tar Pit Trap's fine. That's just a 3-block from Arsenal. There is no text on any of the traps, actually. We just hold on to our felling. Ideally, we get to play a root bound. Okay. Hammerhead cheating. Break goal. Oh, Codex, sure. Okay. Your king sharking me. This does have go again. So we get to... Or this doesn't have go again. It has overpower. So we block with overcrowded. Cover 4. You probably take my felling. And then I just Everbloom baby felling you. I think that is the line that makes sense. I don't like losing my felling, but what can I do? I guess I could have discarded the Ripple Away. I should have. I didn't think about it. Discarding the Ripple Away so that she doesn't draw from the Ponder would have been... Or make it gold. Yeah, that was a better line. I didn't think about it. I should have discarded the Ripple Away. And then just felling. Because instead, like, I get to do the Everbloom. I get value from it. But this would have been much better if Marlynn just didn't have an Arsenal or a 5th gold. So that is a misplay. That is me just really not having done enough with Ripple Away. I just don't have enough experience with it. Yeah, that was a better line. Oops. Jesus. Let's make a huge mess. Return fire. I mean, this felling got 2 cards, so I'm not, like, unhappy about it, but... Hey, we got a staunch. This is just coming in for 6. I block with Fiddlers. Block with Ice Lock? And then Sledge? Or I just block 7 and Arsenal a Staunch? That seems okay. That seems like a thing to do. Let's get my value while I can, and then just have the Staunch ready to go. This is why we test, so that we can learn how our cards work. Playing Marlynn is so fun, but sometimes the deck just falls apart because you draw weird hands, which is normal for Ranger, but somehow it feels worse on Marlynn. Yeah. Marlynn is very Guardian adjacent in, like, sometimes you just draw clunky hands that don't work, and then you're sad about it. The Guardian hands are when you draw 4 reds, and you're like, cool. I'm glad I have so many blues in my deck for them all to not show up. This hand potentially just blocks 14. This hand could also block 11. Sledge. King Kraken coming for 10 says that we are probably doing Staunch Sink. Send Sledge, Tunic Blue for Sledge, Arsenal Staunch. If this was King Shark, then I would be more okay taking damage here, but here's a Terra Sunder. I do not want to pay more resources. Here's a Sink. I will not sink. Dig with gold, just draw red into yellow. That's why you have to be careful with it, right? Like, you can definitely fall into these traps where you're like, you just gamble and you just dig your own grave. At least your clunky hands block. I am definitely nervous being back on Aurora, as your Runeblade hands sometimes just don't even block. And, like, at least with Starfall, you could try to convert hands. You're like, here's my 2-card 2. You will not get to do that with the new one. Boltyn shot for 6, go again. If this hits, you reload. We're just on Oaken Old. Imposing. Sledge. Keep an Oasis in deck. Losing the Oaken Old is kind of whatever. I don't really want to let her reload, and I don't really want to take 6. She could break a gold for it, sure. You're gonna Endless Arrow? That's fine. I'll take 4. You just get the card back and can't convert your hand. I think the new Aurora will be more mid-range heavy, though. I think she's going to have 2 different builds. I'm going to get into it more tomorrow, which is Aurora Day. So I will definitely be talking more about what I... And they don't even arsenal the Endless Arrow. Yeah, we're chilling. Return Fire is pretty good with an empty arsenal. Does this one even do? Put it face up into your arsenal, it gets +3 until end of turn. I mean, that's pretty sick. I think Aurora will be more mid-range heavy, so I'll get into it more tomorrow. I think she's going to have 2 distinct builds. She's going to have, like, Runeblade Aurora, and she's going to have Lightning Aurora. And Lightning Aurora is going to be what we are familiar with. Of, like, here's a bunch of, like, hopefully 0 for 4s. They have go again. We just do a bunch of stuff. And then you're going to have mid-range Aurora, which will be more of like a Runeblade. I could cover 10, take 1, you get the Endless Arrow back, and then I just Sledge. I could block 12. You don't get the Endless Arrow. I wish my Tunic was up so I could Sledge off a single blue. I can... I think blocking 12 here is fine. Just fold the hand. That was a decent hand. It just kind of didn't do much. I'd rather save the Staunch for a meaningful on-hit as opposed to Endless Arrow, which just doesn't do anything. Finally, aggro decks are pitching for cards again. Yeah, she's definitely going to be pitching. Both versions. Bluefin for 8. This does have Overpower. I can staunch for 10, crumble the Tunic, or the New Horizon, probably the Tunic, and then Arsenal Shelter. Oh wait, I'm not doing that. I have to pitch a different card. Eventually this guy's going to build towards an OTK Endless turn. I don't even know what that looks like. I'm excited to find out. Oh, with Purge Grapplers to just give it infinite go again? How are they loading it? Crumble the boots? I trust you. I am not familiar with this build, so I will trust you. Oh, right on time. They're frozen to death, pitch the fruits. I can maybe block. I mean, I can block 8 for sure. Cracking golds into pitch stacked blues. Interesting. Alright, well, she's not going to get to do that, so thank you for the heads up. Hopefully this is another baby shark. Or like yellowfin. Okay, we're digging. We're digging, we're finding. This is 3 oak number 2. This is a big ass arrow. There's gonna be, it's got +7 already. I can cover 15 fairly easily, 14 fairly easily, 15, 4, 4, 3. Yeah, I can cover 15. This was like week 1 Marlynn before we had all the harpoons. I'm excited to see if this is decent on like year 1 Marlynn. Hamstring shot. Well, I can tell you, I'm not going to play an attack on my next turn. Hamstring for, you're going to pitch to Hammerhead, and then what? It's coming in for 16? That's a big-ass hamstring shot. You even get an arsenal out of it. What the fuck? Do I need to give armor here? No. We are just blocking 8, playing the Frozen to Death, arsenaling an Ice Lock Glaze, which is actually kind of relevant if I can put an ice into pitch. Think they bricked? I mean, it seems like it, right? I don't remember if I have Remembrance in my board right now. Like, the hamstring for 16 is still great, and it does have the potential to get me. They don't know that I'm not playing an attack, but like there's definitely a world where that hand, like if I guess my Tunic is up. I kind of can't get got here. Yeah, it's still just a lot of damage. I'm not thrilled about it. I would have preferred to take less damage, you know? Hey, this hand blocks. Sadly, our opponent has the Tunic, so even if they really needed all of their resources, they could get out of the Frostbite. This cheating number 3, yeah. Still looking at 2 codexes. We've got all the relevant harpoons in the graveyard. Yeah, if they had a harpoon, that turn would have hurt bad. This is going to be a big-ass king shark, but I cannot get got by it here. For 15, I have an Ice Lock Glaze in the arsenal, which I can't really do anything with. I could just fold the hand if I didn't want to sledge this turn. I feel like I should probably sledge this turn. So I can cover 9, take 3 basically, or I could cover 12, stay at 23. Could also crown away my Ice Lock to try to find something more interesting. That seems okay, honestly. I guess that was actually probably not good because I could have crowned into an attack that turns on the King Shark. Crumble, Rootbound, Frozen to Death. We'll shelter here. I'll take 1. Just arsenal a D-React pass. We're chilling. Opponent still has a shit ton of gold, but has no arsenal. There's 1 3 of a kind left. Hey, this is maybe a good hand. We've seen 2 King Sharks. Hopefully they can't keep doing that. This is an interesting build. I haven't seen a build like this before. It, like, definitely is not... I mean, it's budget in as much as, like, it isn't running Hook or Crown of Providence or Crown of Dominion. No! Not King Shark. That's the one I needed it to not be. That isn't true. They're all kind of bad. Baby Shark would have been... this is a solid Marlynn hand. You do crazy to counter that so perfectly. That's what we do, baby. I mean, both of these are bad, right? King Kraken for... So you're holding a red or a yellow? This is... Okay, this is sick. I get to do... Block with Frozen. Take 3. Show you Command and Conquer. Play CNC Pummel It. I don't even have to sink below here. Yeah, there's no text on this card. Look at my CNC. Okay, I was real nervous and like, oh, I don't get to do a cool thing. I'm actually going to get to do a sick thing. What do you mean no blocks? What am I doing with the Frozen to Death? I showed a new player this week how CNC Pummel works. I'm about to show this player how CNC Pummel works. I mean, they didn't arsenal another card, so they clearly anticipated it, but, like, we're still getting there when you get to see the pummel before it hits you. I could have shown them the pummel. This is true. I figured I'd rather have them not just, like, fold the hand. It is aura farming. We get a gold tip. Give me the King Shark. I am currently losing the fatigue race, but I am confident that I will make it back. Codex me. Do something. I have the ripple away. I know now. I know now that I need to... I'm on it. CNC Pummel is like the best Guardian play, which is neat because it, you know, only involves Guardian cards. CNC, Pummel, Tunic, all known Guardian tech. Am I getting codexed? We're so fucking up. We knew. We had it this time. We got him. Yeah, you can't pitch that. Right? You can't pitch the other arrow. The gold fin. Yeah, take your turn back. Codex me, grab a hamstring shot. Oh, or just pass. That works too. We're just ever blooming a CNC back into the deck? Or not CNC. E-Strike? This is my last Everbloom? We're just going to Everbloom and Everbloom back into the deck? Nah, we'll Sledge discard fruits. That's the line. Treasure. Treasure Codex or Gold the Tip? It was Gold the Tip. They are, yeah, they are on Riches. We've seen a Riches pitched. We're playing Guardian. Wow. All right, so I will be sinking into a blue, hopefully. This does have text. I'm sinking, not the, I'm sinking, okay, we're sinking Oakenold because I just put a Crumble on the bottom of my deck. Am I blocking from hand? Like, am I blocking with Felling, bottoming Oakenold? I think the answer is no. So that no matter what they take, I have a play. I think I'm just blocking 4 and I'm kind of sad. Blue, shit. Yeah. I thought about putting Gauntlets in front of this. I was not considering that I could draw a D-React. I was just thinking put Gauntlets in front of it and then like, oh, I just get some block value out of my armor. And now I wish I had done that. Yum yum. Hey Brandon. Jarl loses to B-Diff Tough Nut. Marco was in chat last week talking about how that isn't true. Oh, you were talking with Marco. Yeah, because I get to... We just kind of bop each other. You have to 3-card block my Sledge, and I get to 2-card block your Rock. I wish my Tunic was up. I also wish this hand wasn't bad. Yeah, I should have used Gauntlets there. I was not considering that I could draw a D-React. The great news is that I'm going to draw both of these cards in my Oakenold hand. So, you know, that's exciting for us. My Oakenold hand is going to be Crumble, Oakenold, Felling, Shelter, which, cool. If I can use my Tunic on its next turn up, I will have Tunic for the Oakenold turn. I mean, alternatively, I just like block with Shelter, Felling. Mid-ranging Earth-centered lists do well into Tough Nut, but the pure Fatigue ones get dunked on. I think mine might get dunked on. Maybe someday we'll find out. Hey, it's a good turn. It's the last 3 of a kind. For red Fin Harpoon, but I have reds, sort of. I get to ditch them, though, which is great. There's that Riches again. Opponent in their pitch stack. Bluefin for 12 is very rude. So we can... just like block with Imposing, block with Gauntlets. We'll start to get some block value. Pitch Fruits, play Oasis. We could also pitch CNC, play Oasis, discard Fruits. I really don't want to pitch a red next to my other reds. Take 3. Arsenal the CNC. We still have a Pummel coming up. Our Tunic is up. So there is a world where we get to CNC Pummel. It seems unlikely given that our opponent has a red Fin Harpoon in Arsenal and their entire deck is just yellows and blues. Like, we ain't gonna get to do this as much as I would like to. Maybe their turn just really sucks, you know? We are going to start coming back into some D-reacts. We have a shelter, a sink coming up. Maybe their turn is just going to be bad, you know? Maybe they won't get there. Let's give the Marlynn 4 reds. God, I hope so. There's 1 red. I mean, not that Battering Bolt is bad here. Like, I gotta... If they Battering Bolt, I gotta block with the pummel. Seems likely. Opponent digging. Playing Battering Bolt into Jarl is quite the choice. Alright, we get got by the Redfin. Have a Ripple away. Take 6. They're going to see our hand. We're going to CNC. Arsenal the Channel Lake Frigid, which could potentially get us there. Very sad to lose the pummel. But it was just never going to happen based on how opponent has set up their arsenal. Opponent does still have a Codex, which is bad for us. But I feel like the big arrows are mostly gone. I mean, 3 King Krakens, 3 King Sharks. There's still baby sharks in deck. I could play Channel with Tunic, but I can't keep the Channel. Footsteps is elemental. It is not ice. If it was ice, yeah, I'm for sure playing it, but sadly, no. Battering Bolt for 6. This doesn't have text, so we just block with Autumn's Touch and sink. Block with Autumn's Touch and sink. Crumble Sledge. I have to play this. So, I mean, I could block 6 here, play Channel Lake, Arsenal the sink below. I either have to cover the Battering or I have to play the sink. I will discard the sink to Battering Bolt. I choose to play the sink. Channel Lake Frigid plus Frostbite is going to do a good job of slowing them down. I get to keep the Channel Lake this turn. See if I get to keep it next turn. I am currently... I'm winning. No, I'm down on fatigue. But I have a real weapon and she doesn't. She is almost in lethal range. I do have a Felling in my deck. It just is not close. Stinking Footsteps for an ice card is a time-honored tradition. It looks like an ice card. There's ice on the card. It says ice on it. Don't worry. Jarl players, Guardian players, generally, wish this was an ice card. That would be great. We would love to have Footsteps be Ice Guardian action. I guess Elemental Ice Guardian action. If it was Ice action, Jarl couldn't play it. Hate to see our opponent say no blocks. I get to present lethal in several different ways. Hammerhead Codex. Oh wait. Hold on. All right, so you're gonna Hammerhead Codex. Hey Steven, if you were thinking, so I feel like I'm supposed to ripple away. You are under Channel Lake Frigid, so you don't get to pick up a King Kraken or a King Shark. You will pick up what? Like Hamstring Shot? I mean, we're definitely gonna ripple away here. Yeah, you pick up the Hamstring Shot, which is attacking for 9. I'm going to pick up Felling, discard, it doesn't matter. Hamstring for 9 is fine. We block 3. I take 6, go to 3. I get to Tunic Felling. Still mad we don't get Lightning Ranger next set. I think you and a lot of others are mad about that. Steven, how is it being back in the US? We are very possibly still dead here. Our opponent does get to just, like, break a bunch of gold and then load a blue harpoon. They have to bottom a card. They can just give us armor to cover the Felling. Channel does work on Tunic. Channel works on everything. Cards and activated abilities. So it doesn't work on triggers. And it doesn't work on things that happen just automatically. So, like, it doesn't stop Tunic from gaining a resource or gaining a counter. It does stop Tunic from... it does affect Tunic activating. Opponent's just going to break a bunch of gold, overpower this. It'll come in for 9, which I get to cover into Sledge. Finding the yellow there is good for us. Just load the battering bolt and then fire for 9? For 8, but I can cover it. Wondering if we just block 9 here, Arsenal the Oasis. Trying to think if the next hand is the 3 red hand. Also trying to think if I can afford to not pressure our opponent. Like, we can take 2 here and go to 1. Sadly, our Tunic is down. Or else we could, like, Tunic Sledge, set the Oasis. Let's block 9 and see what happens. We're also, like, very far down on fatigue right now. We are not doing well this game. We have had a rough go. This is not the bad hand. The bad hand is the next one. Spooky. Because she could battering bolt for 10. Jesus, she still had a big game trophy shot? Alright, we're super dead. How many arrows do they have? Plenty. Yeah, we're dead. This is overpowered. Alright, what happened this game? We just, like, we got outvalued. We just, like, could not keep up with the disruption. Marlynn. Loss. Game plan was tempo. We had to go second. That was bad for us. Game length was 19 turns. Winner was at 3. Reflections on the game. Disruption plus overpower. Too good to stop. Forced us to play even farther below rate. Opponent's deck. I don't want to say extra defensive because she wasn't playing. No, she was playing D-Reacts, but like the return fires were good. Opponent's deck got too much reload value. We did miss that first ripple away, but then we got value from it later. Like our ripple aways lined up with codexes. Conclusions. We need to be more aggressive. Can't outvalue the overpower plus gold plus disruption. This is going to be one where Marco's list is much better. You must shut the fuck up, Nick. We don't like Marlynn on this channel. We don't like that Marlynn got a bunch of tools to just be super consistent. They keep doing this. They keep printing Rangers with like good on hits and then give them a fail state of not having, like not drawing the arrows being inconsistent, and then they fix the inconsistency. And it's like, but that's part of the class, is that they're inconsistent. Yeah, Delph, they had too many arrows left. They were very good at pitching the blue arrows to play the red arrows. Could have survived, or am I wrong? Oasis prevent 4, 2 blocks from armor, 3 from hand, plus 3 life gain. So it would have been 5, 7, 10, 12. Wasn't I at 1 on... Oh, I could have lived. You're right. I could have lived. I had my 1 out of just converting my hand. I don't think I win from that position. Because, like, the battering bolt is going to come in for 10. Like, she had enough arrows in deck that she did have a real weapon. For Boltyn? Alright. So I think Marco's list would have been much better than mine here. Plow Unders would have been sick. Frost Fangs would have been sick. Hey, this hand is garbage. Below now, whenever a card is put into your soul, create a courage token. Like, what I'm noticing is that I'm saying a lot, like, I'm going to tempo this. And then, I'm, like, bad at tempo. Because I'm not playing the tempo cards like Plow Under and Frost Fang. So, I am thinking, like, that's something to work on. We are just going to CNC. We're going to set this Oaken Old, which is potentially bad. Potentially was supposed to set the Blizzard instead. You do survive, but it's still no tempo left, and you die to the next sneeze. That's what I'm thinking. Like, it doesn't... I should have done it. You play to your outs, which is like, I don't know, maybe our opponent has a stroke and dies at their computer. But that game was not winnable from our position. It was just too much value. And that does make me think, like, yeah, we need to be more aggressive, and this build is not good at being aggressive. the start of your... Whenever a card is put into your soul, create a courage token. We're just going to ripple away that. And then... block. Block? Just block 6. This already has go again. Take 3 from the Raiden. Send Titan's Fist. My other option is block with Stalagmite so that the Boltyn can't give go again. That seems fine. That seems like a good use of Stalagmite. And then we'll just E-strike for 7. Ripple Away continues to be a good card. Turns out this Ripple Away costing $40 makes sense because it's a very good card. Opponent is just going to give us 2 cards. We love to see that. They will get a courage out of this blessing. I think that's a card that we like to see them block with, right? Alright, if you're just passing, I'm not thrilled about it, so we're just going to send this Oakenold. I'm going to do Oaken, overpitch for it. Discard fruits to gain 2, Arsenal Sink. Like, it kind of works out that they reset our, they just didn't do anything. This hand blocked really well. And I don't get to fuse an Oakenold, but that's fine. I'll just get some value from the hand. I feel like we came out on top of that exchange. I wish I had a Blizzard so that I could... Alright, well that's 3 of them. So we don't have to worry about that card anymore. Coming for 4, no go again on this currently. We'll just sink it. And we'll sink an Everbloom. E-strike Engrave. Is coming for 6. You do have Tunic, so you will get to play around what's its face? Stalagmite. We can go Everbloom, Gauntlets, pitch Fruits into Quick Dodge to cover the first. Quick Dodge, block to cover the second. There's only 1 Lumina on this. Does this get 3 attacks? Is that how that works? Is this actually like the nuttiest play? We will quick dodge this. Quick dodge this, so the next one will come in for 5. I get to cover that with, oh my god. I see. That's really good. I understand. Wow. That's a sick combo. Would you like to undo again? Opponent. There you go. I see. Yeah, that's a sick combo. Oh, with the flurry. Yeah, that's really good. I'll just sink the hand, I guess. It's unfortunate. Alright, well, they can't do that again. Yeah, Edict of Steel. Good card, turns out. I've not seen that line before. I know about the Edict Raiden. Well, I don't know about the Edict Raiden. Slaps and Boltyn, I gotta tell ya, don't cancel me for this. It really kills me to see Warrior get support. I was really fine with Warrior being a joke of a class. Next time you attack this turn, you may charge your hero's soul. If a yellow card is charged this way, draw a card. Yeah, I was very fine with Warrior being a meme. Really hate to see Warrior be good. There's something about the class. It just offends me. I think Boltyn is the least offensive warrior because he has magic. But generally, dude is not a fantasy archetype that I really enjoy. I find it silly. Fabmath says I don't block this. Caldwell, are you in support of my stance or are you rejecting it? Fabmath says we send 4 instead of block 3. Yeah, I was good with Warrior not being a real class. Sad to see it be strong. I'm crazy? Why am I crazy? For not liking the boring class? For thinking that it's fine if LSS just says, no, this one's a meme. Don't worry about this one. Also, if Josh Lau is saying, like, he can take pure Saber's combo to a calling, that makes me unhappy too, because Saber's Boltyn is the most toxic deck in Flesh and Blood. You can quote me on that. I've said this for a long time. And that's compared to, like, Kano. That's compared to... Think of the most toxic deck in Fab. Saber's Boltyn is more toxic than that. One, two, three, Earth. Cool. I will get to play this Felling. I think the meme of them being bad has gone on long enough. No, I think it could have gone much longer. This is coming for 4. You've charged 1 card. We are going to... I don't think this matters. I guess I should save the Oasis for the Raiden. Was I on Fi and never got there against Saber's Boltyn? I could get there with Fi. It was just very like... So this is why I think that Saber's Boltyn is the most toxic hero. Because against a Kano, for example, I always felt like when I lose to a Kano, it's because the Kano had it. Like, Kano won. If I lose to a Boltyn, I lost. Okay. Like, it isn't a... It's... The Boltyn just blocked until he found his combo. Like, that's what the Boltyn... That's all the Boltyn did. There's no skill involved with that. Boltyn looks at his hand and says, this is a binary decision. This card is a combo piece. I cannot block with it. This card is not a combo piece. I can block with it. And that's dumb as fuck. And everything I'm seeing about current Saber's Boltyn indicates that that's still true. They also gain like 12 life. Yeah, there's just, it's not... Once they get to the point of doing the Sabers combo, there is also no skill expression. The line plays itself. Think about like Dash.io from LL in Philly. Like, that is a combo deck that takes skill to execute, because even once it starts, you can screw up the combo and die. The Kano combo takes skill because you have to analyze your deck. You have to figure out what your chances are to draw the thing you need. Saber's Boltyn is just like, play 3 Luminas, break Gallantry Gold, do combo. So it kills me to see Warrior be good, because I know they're going to be doing that more often. Alright, Saving Grace. I'm probably overcommitting to keeping this Oasis Respite here. This is just 0. My hand doesn't really do anything. So I'm just IPing cards. And I'm not going to block this. What's up, Leaks? It's going well-ish. I'm annoyed by this Boltyn, but that's fine. Do gauntlets. What's my earth count? 1. So I kind of need to keep this root bound. I think I'm fine to IP the root bound. I didn't have to, but I think it's okay. Yeah, things are going well, Leaks. We're just playing some Jarl. And who blocks out Boltyn combo really good? Is it... It's not Jarl. Is it Marlynn? It's not Marlynn. Who does it, Nick? Tell me who to play if Saber's Boltyn becomes meta. This is the Quicken one? Okay. Warriors? Damn. They get me every time. Hey, we almost found a good hand of cards. It's coming in for 3. That's fine. I kind of want to do this Felling more than I want to do this Blizzard. But I think the strengths and weaknesses of Jarl in this meta facing Nats. I'm about playing the Icy Boy and Nats too. I'm liking the Teklo Foundry mid-range list. He's very dependent on, like, what is your opponent doing? He's very reactive, which is generally fine. It's just like, that's Lumina, what, number 2? All right. We'll Oasis this. It's hard to be proactive, which is why Marco's list is so good, right? The Teklo Foundry list is great because you get to be proactive as Jarl. So you're going to play Luminas, which means I'm fine to block with Oakenold because I'm going to play this Blizzard. Lock with Stalagmite 2 to force out the Tunic. Please double Lumina me. Warcry of Bologna. You are targeting this? But you aren't giving it go again? Okay. Oh, you had the action point. That's right. Because Spirit of Irina. Alright, that's fine. So I guess I could have Blizzarded there. Just to prevent... Just to give the Frostbite, which is maybe what I should have done. That's an interesting decision, honestly. Do I give the Blizzard to prevent? I guess I should, right? Prevents like 7. Here's a Channel Lake. We'll send a Baby Hammer. Arsenal to Shelter. Kabuto, best card in the game, prevents Tough Nut from going buck wild into rock. You're so right. Alright, what do I think the strengths are? So, the strengths of Jarl are he's extremely versatile. He's extremely skill expressive. Like, there are just so many decision points, and if you are a skilled Jarl, you will do so much better than an unskilled Jarl. Like, it really, you can absolutely express, like, if you have put the work into Jarl, you will be rewarded. There are so many different ways to play Jarl. It is difficult for opponents to sideboard correctly into you. Are you super defensive? Are you aggressive? Like the Marco list. Like, there are so many ways to play Jarl, and that's really cool. The weaknesses of Jarl are that he's very reactive. I don't get to keep this channel link, which is sad for me. We're just going to root bound here. I don't need to decompose. And then we're just gonna bop with footsteps. The weaknesses of Jarl, he's very reactive, especially into a new meta. The strength, like Guardian is one of those heroes that just needs to, one of those classes that needs to tech for the meta. And if you don't know what the meta is, then it can be very difficult to find an edge. One of the reasons that Marco's list is so good is that he correctly anticipated that Frostfang is good. Like, Frostfang is a great card to have against a hero like Marionette. All right, they're on big setup against a hero like Marionette, who breaks an equipment spot turn 1. Frostfang is suddenly very good. It gives a Frostbite. It has a relevant on-hit. You probably don't want to block that much against Marionette anyway, so now Pummel becomes much better. I'm just playing this Ice Lock Glaze. Like, I can't keep it, so freezing the Arsenal probably doesn't do that much, but it gives a Frostbite, which I think is more important than just, like, IPing the card. Get to send Titan's Fist. Yes, opponent has armor, so it means that this Titan's Fist is not going to hit, but I do get a card. I'm going to get another card for them to start their turn through the Frostbite. It's a shame that I can't keep the Ice Lock Glaze, but we're fine. Okay. Opponent is really going for this big setup, which I guess I have to applaud them for. I think I'm just on Crumble the Tunic. Crumble your Tunic. And then if I draw a blue, like, if our opponent really commits to setting up, I will destroy their tunic. I just get this. I think setting up the Crumble, or setting up the Frozen to Death play, knowing that I have it, it also slows down Boltyn by giving a Frostbite. I think it is important for me to make that play instead of just Titan's Fisting for 3. Like, Titan's Fist for 3 is not great, right? Not with them at 22. It's coming in for 4. Have we seen... We've seen 2 Beacon of Victories, so you probably still have a third somewhere. You have a shit ton of soul. Opponent might be too patient. We're going to find out. I don't need to give gauntlets here. We're going to say no blocks. I'm going to block with the shelter. I mean, they might just drop a beacon on us. I also don't super need to block the V. Raiden for 4 coming in. If they have the Lumina, this is attacking for 5. Kind of don't hate just blocking 6 on this. Weird block. It really depends on if they have the Lumina or not, which I think they do. If they have the Lumina, you know what? Oh, well, let's keep the 3 block for my hammer. Let's make this block. Our opponent has 18 cards left in their deck. I actually am like, we can probably just fatigue them. All right, this reading gets +2. It has 3 attacks total. So we'll just get hit by this. Opponent does not get a soul. Whatever, they've got plenty of it. I was fine sinking that because I kind of just want to block now. So if I was either like, I find a non-attack action, which I can use to block 3. I find a defense reaction, which I can use to block 4. I find a red attack, which I'll just arsenal. And now we're kind of just chilling. Opponent has 17 cards left in deck. 1 Cataclysm, 1 Beacon, 1 V, which I have to be afraid of. There's no charge on this. We're just going to block 6 and send Felling. Slow our opponent down, deal some damage. There is a world where I just blocked differently, sent Titan's Fist and arsenaled the pulse to have the Frostbite. But our opponent's been really good about keeping this Tunic. We are almost to our pitch stack, where we will find our Blizzard. The same reasons I don't like Sabers, you don't like Kano. See, I think it's the same. Like, I think that... I still think that Kano is a more skill-expressive deck. Yeah, so here Pulse would have been really nice. We just, like, completely stop our opponent's turn. I guess not completely. They just have to pitch this card to activate Boltyn, and then they get to send the Raiden. This is 4 no-go again. We'll cover 5. Do we need to? What's my Oasis count? I still have 1 in the deck. So, like, Tunic is kind of relevant to keep. Why don't we just block 3? Like, do I care if this hits? Not particularly. I'd rather just block efficiently at this point. That is the last Edict. It's also the last V. Bravado for 3. This does have Go again. Or it will have Go again. Reading for 5, there's no on hit. We will sink, because why not? We found a Blizzard. We also found our Oasis to use with our Tunic. I can Blizzard a thing, Oasis the damage, Tear Asunder goes to Titan's Fist, Arsenal Overcrowded is kind of relevant. Alright, if you are sending 4, now we have an interesting choice, where I can, like, I can Tunic to Oasis. I block with Overcrowded, Tunic Oasis, Pitch Tear for Titan's Fist, Arsenal the Blizzard. I could also just Tunic the Oasis, Tear Asunder. Our opponent has only played one Saving Grace, banished one of them, so they do have one left. So we are going to block with the Overcrowded. We'll play around, what's it? Beacon of Victory. In terms of deck construction and pitch stacking against a fatigue deck, but at the end of the day, Kano pokes, blocks, and plays a lot, then he has or not. Yeah, but if the game goes, sometimes the game does just go that long, but I think that's fine. I think that's still like, if you let the Kano take the game that long, that's bad for you. Maybe you weren't playing a deck that's great in a Kano meta. Kano was so interesting, but I also felt like the Kano could just brick. The Kano could set up poorly. There was such a big difference between a good Kano and a bad Kano that I feel like Kano still, like, he won his games. That's my take. Hey, there's the Saving Grace. I get to Arsenal a Blizzard. I get to just send some damage. Keep a D-React in hand. Boltyn is now in an interesting spot where he has a Beacon of Victory. Oh, he doesn't have a Beacon of Victory. It's just a Cataclysm. Okay. I'm like, oh, he has a Beacon of Victory and a Cataclysm, and they both take a bunch of soul. I think we're fine. The Blizzard is going to be huge. See what our opponent's going to do. Okay, there's the Cataclysm coming for 7. Do I want to Blizzard this? I give a Frostbite, which they can pay for. They've not charged a card yet. I think I need to wait for them to charge a card. So we go Autumn's Touch, Footsteps, block with the attacks. Opponent plays Bolt of Courage. Do you have anything left? You have a Courageous Steel hand? It's gotta be Courageous Steel hand. So we'll block for 3. I can just wait now. Like, oh no, I don't do anything on my turn. Okay. You have no cards in deck? Kill me. I have 2 Blizzards. Yeah. It was just fatigue him. Duty Bound Blitz. Unfortunate. Your opponent, the good game. The problem with Kano is that when he got his way in the combo, it just felt so bad to play against. I think a lot of people think the same way about Acilio with his Gone in a Flash combo. I mean, I get it. I agree with it. Like, when Kano lost Tomes and just became the ICBM list of, like, here's a bunch of... I'm just going to rip off the top, and if I hit one of my 7 misses, then I lose, and if I don't, then you die. Like, that sucked. But I still felt like it was more skill expressed than Saber's Boltyn. Thank you, Delph. Let's log this one. Boltyn. We win. We tempo. I'm seeing a lot of tempo. We've played 4 games today. 3 of them were on a tempo plan. And our deck just isn't built to tempo. Like, that tells me that this list is suboptimal. And we want to be playing something closer to what Marco built. So maybe Frostfangs, but like Plow Unders could go in. It's kind of what I'm thinking. We went second this game. Game length was 18 turns. We had 13 when we won. Reflections on game, we just blocked and tempoed. Survived the big turns. Conclusions. Important to threaten disruption leading to big turns. Should have prioritized arsenaling / playing Blizzard and Pulse. Our Blizzard that we used to play the Felling could have gotten us 6 value and then just arsenal the Felling. Blocking with the Felling, sending a hammer, arsenaling Pulse would have gotten us 9 value on the V of the Vanguard turn. We cover the V, we give a Frostbite. I don't remember if our hand had more elemental cards in it, but then we just block for 4 instead of 3. Like, I think we were right to tempo when we did. It was just when we have these disruptive cards, and this Boltyn is clearly setting up, we need to be more defensive in that moment. Good game, Nicola. That was, you were putting me on the back foot as far as, like, I don't know how to convert these hands. You're giving me these hands with like 2 blues and 2 D reacts, and I'm like, good, attack me, and you didn't. Holding Stalagmite over your head all game is not nice. I mean, you were good about keeping the Tunic. I was just talking about how I was right to tempo you, but in your turns where you're clearly setting up for like a Lumina V, I needed to be arsenaling a Blizzard or arsenaling a Pulse. You got me really good on your second Lumina turn. I think you had a Flurry where I was expecting you. I didn't realize you had a second action point, so I held a Blizzard and then I Fellinged you. But I held a Blizzard that I should have just played. Like, your Raiden didn't have Go Again. You didn't need to give it Go Again, but I could have played the Blizzard to just give you a Frostbite, and then you wouldn't have been able to attack with the Raiden again. You had no cards. Your Tunic was down because you played something. It might have been a V. Like, you just literally can't pay for Raiden. So I was reflecting on, like, I think tempoing you was correct. Noticing that you were going to fatigue was also like, cool, I'll just be defensive now. But I really needed to prioritize, like, reaction and instant speed ice, especially after you didn't have boots. But you played it really well. Like, you were holding to set up, and I couldn't punish you for it. I wasn't drawing the CNCs or the Oakenolds. The Flurry was good. I mean, the first time you Luminated me with Flurry, I'm like, wait, you just get to swing 3 times? Just doing like 18 damage? This sucks. No, that was neat. It was neat. I think I just, like, managed to line up enough disruption with the Channel Lakes and some Frostbites that you had to wait through it. And that gave me time to get to the rest of my D-reacts. Like, it just, I did the Jarl thing of forcing you to play my game, which is not what you want to be doing. It was a good one. So I'm going to call it for today. We got 4 games in. It's Jarl, so they all took 3 hours. Really learning, like, tempo playing is correct against a lot of decks. And my deck is not built to tempo optimally, so we need to make some changes. If you want to buy this list with the matchups, as well as get access to my testing notes that I've been keeping today and will keep forever, you can get a channel membership. It's $5. You also get some very cool channel emojis. And you support me, which, you know, honestly, isn't that the biggest win? You will also get access to all of my other deck lists when I create them. I'll be testing Aurora for sure, having that deck guide with that deck list with matchup guides. We also have a cheaper subscription plan for $3. You get the channel emojis. Thank you all for hanging out. Really appreciate you all being here. We had some fun games with Jarl, as we do. It's really fun to just hammer for 4. I'll be back tomorrow playing Aurora in future CC, testing some of the new cards. Hopefully they are implemented. Definitely Mercurial Skies is looking good to me. Tempestuous Kiss, I'll talk about it tomorrow. I just don't think it goes in the red line deck that I built. But catch me again tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard. Hope to see you then. Have a great rest of your Thursday. And until the next time I see you all, take care.